Hello, welcome back to Nourished Sundays. My name is Joanna and I'm your host. I am certified in holistic nutrition from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, as well as a mom of two busy little ones and a Salsa baby's licensee. And this series is very dear to my heart because it is about healthy eating and what healthy eating may mean to you and your family amidst all the conflicting information you may be bombarded with daily. And on top of it, at the stress of feeding little ones who may well be picky eaters. So I'm hoping that through the little tips and insights that I share with you, things may be a bit smoother and more enjoyable for you as a parent. Today's topic is food combining. Now, food combining, what does that mean? So basically, it's important to think about how we combine our foods when we eat. So it's not just, what you eat, but how you eat the food you eat. Because our stomach produces, digestive juices that are needed for food to be broken down and then absorbed into, our body. So to digest the food, basically, you have the digestive juices, right? Now, the pH that is needed varies depending on the food, the type of the food you're eating. So, for example, a protein, especially like a meat, so like a strong protein, needs more of an acidic pH to be broken down and then digested and then absorbed. Whereas a carb needs a pH that is a bit less acidic to be fully digested and well absorbed. So if it is not done properly, so if you know that the pH is not in the good balance and proportion, then you may experience symptoms such as bloating or feeling very tired, fatigued after a meal. And those things shouldn't be normal because food should be your fuel. So like a car that after you put gas into it, it's ready to drive. That's what food should do to you. So you should eat and then feel like you're ready to go for the rest of your day, right? So if you feel bloated or tired after a meal, it's often an indication that there is something wrong with your digestive system. So, I'll say there is something not working very well. Doesn't mean like the whole thing is bad, right? And one culprit may be that the food is not properly combined. So your stomach basically doesn't know which digestive juice to use. So a few things to be cognizant of here is that actually you should never, I'm included in that, we should never eat fruits with carbs or protein because, again, the fruits need a bit of a different environment and may increase the acidity when it's not, ideal. So think about it. We do that a lot. Like, for example, having pancakes with fruits. That's if you do like regular pancakes. There's other ways to do it. You can still have your pancakes with fruits. Just need a little bit to tweak a bit the pancake recipe. And if you check my Instagram page, I often share those things. Now, going back to the topic, I got distracted with thinking about pancakes. So fruits, for example, it's always recommended to just eat fruits on their own. Mind you, sometimes adding a bit of a nut is good for the sugar balance so that you don't get the sugar spike and it lasts longer. But that's a little bit of a tweak there. However, generally speaking, you want to space out fruit from meals with at least 30 minutes or more if possible. That will help. And that's a bit more of a better combination. Another thing too is that actually proteins and carbs, because of what I said earlier, should not be combined. Think about it. Meat and potatoes, pastime chicken. It's like pretty much what we do every single meal, right? And it's actually not functional, not the most functional for our digestive efficacy and then all the symptoms that will follow. So if you start being a bit more cognizant about it and just try noticing if you feel the same way when you have a meal that do not include both carbs and proteins together than when you do. And then the types of carbs and proteins also make a difference, but just try to have a general feel and see how your body responds. And one tip that I would like to share with you is that actually quinoa, which we often think of as a carb, right, is actually digested a bit more like a protein. So that's a very nice alternative to use instead of rice or pasta, for example, to go with your meat. So yeah, then it shouldn't have the same symptoms afterwards because it's more protein. That's a similar pH, right? Even if it's plant based and animal based protein, you should feel better after. I'm curious. Let me know if you try it and how that goes. I hope this helps a little bit, and I hope to see you again next week. In the meantime, eat well and be well. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions, comments, or recommendations for upcoming topics. Bye!